Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Megamek with Marlow Stingrays. Had a little bit of success of a kind this last mission. Really happy with the result, really. We did end up with basically +3 assault mechs. Two of them are pretty smashed up. And he got hurt a little bit, which is a little bit worrying 5 days out. But I know what I'm going to do here. Basically, the only other thing I did, I went ahead and threw Captain Marlow in this Banshee that we got from the Federated Sons for successfully turning in that awesome. That frees up, basically makes it so I don't have to rush repairs on his Shadowhawk. Oh, that's the other guy's Shadowhawk. This is the Shadowhawk I'm after. Yeah, because it's got some stuff wrong with it, and it wouldn't be too hard to, roles willing, it wouldn't be too hard to get this fixed up, but we got plenty of other things that we need to actually deal with. I really want to get this striker going. To that end, I'm going to actually I'm going to use this charger as spare parts to part it out to fix the striker. Because what I don't like about this thing is just it has very low armor values for being a assault mech and that meager weapon loadout. It is nice and fast. It's a 5.8 assault. That's really good, but it's got this 400 engine in it. That's a really expensive engine. So yeah, we're going to part this out. I don't know if these things are supposed to be in the field or in the workshop. I'll check that out here in a minute. It's in salvage mode now. Now we remove all this stuff. The other problem we have is the Battlemaster. We do not have a leg for it. It doesn't have a leg to stand on. I don't know why that's salvageable and the rest of the stuff isn't. I don't want to salvage it. Well, again, I bet I have to take that off before I can actually put the new leg on. So, but this is a problem. I'm going to have to order all of these parts. Well, it's not a huge issue. Honestly, the actuators here, this leg actuator and foot actuator, we can get off of the charger. But what we don't have is a 85-ton leg. So it's pretty much I'm going to have to back burner this thing until we can actually order one of these in. So let me go ahead and actually get that order in to see how long it's going to take. It's going to cost us 20 grand. 41 days. Yeah, I could technically order a second one to try again. Old Waldo here. You know what? I will do this because we do have two 85-ton mechs anyway. It wouldn't hurt to have an extra. 41 days either way. Okay, we're gonna get two of them in 41 days. Like I said, the rest of these we don't have to worry about because we can get those in. Oh, I could salvage this one and replace that one. Where's this one at? Oh, it says it's in the right leg. The right leg, I guess, is still there. It's just damaged beyond all recognition. It wasn't blown off. If it was blown off, we could actually probably just reattach it. But this is, well, I mean, we're in triage here. This takes priority for. I mean, it's not going to, heck, I could probably do it just right now. Oh, it's scheduled, actually. So tomorrow this will actually probably finish up. And this comes after the Shadowhawk. And to that end, parting this thing out. And then we'll just slowly work on this Battlemaster as well. And this Shadowhawk. The Shadowhawk comes before the Battlemaster. The Battlemaster's last until we can actually get the leg in. It's just dead last in our triage list. So, as far as the vehicles are concerned, I want to prioritize getting this thing back up and running, and that shouldn't be too hard. I mean, some of this is just reloads. That's automatic successes. So we see if this sensor thing happens, then we just got some armor, and it's good to go. It's almost good to go after that, and then we'll just keep doing what we're doing here, parting this out, and I'll start working on repairing this Bulldog. So that's what we're going to do here. I'll Do we have any regular text? Or, not regular. Green text. No, all I have is him for the tanks, and I don't have any more green text, which should be obvious because they have the same icon. Before we actually get into Monday here, we need to set up these guys and this guy. And speaking of which, I've changed the aerospace rules a little bit. I basically added to them. So what we're doing is, one rule I said, each flight is assigned separately at the start. If there are no battles, if not battles, I don't even know what I was trying to say there. If there are no battles rolled this week, only air superiority missions are rolled. So if I take over and we don't even have a battle, there's no sense in doing recon and there's no sense in doing ground support rolls. It'll just get our guys killed. So, but air superiority, that can have a benefit even if there is no actual battles going. Yeah. Okay, and the other thing is, I changed for the recon. I basically cut this damage in half. It was a 10 times whatever. It's now a 5 times whatever. And I did the same thing down here, air superiority. Instead of 30 times whatever, I did change it to 15 times whatever. And also, I've added these modifiers that goes across every single type. So if you're only flying solo, you get a -2 penalty to your roll. And then you get a -1 if you are a green pilot, or if the average of the pilots is green, or if the average of pilots is green, or gunnery is green, you get a -1 for that too. So if you're a green, it's -2 total. Regulars have no modifiers. Veterans get +1 for each, and elites get +2 for each. This accounts for actually, having a reason to have the really good pilots around. A team of elite pilots is going to get +4 to their rolls, in addition to whatever else. So they can compensate just based on their skill, some of the negatives. But I wanted to cut the damage down because it was a little bit iffy even trying to do anything, especially with like light fire. I got one light fighter, so in this way we can run missions. We'll start taking damage, and we may take crit damage that'll kill our guy, but it isn't going to be overwhelming damage. It'll just outright destroy whatever we throw up there on a bad roll. So that's the changes I made. I think I saved it. If I didn't, I did it now. I guess I fixed a typo. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I can choose one of these, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Sergeant Corbera on guard duty. I can set descriptions for these, and I should probably do that. I will do that later, if I remember. And him, we're just going to remember, I'm putting him on recon. So they're set. Now we need to actually set our units. First off, I need to move people around. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the command lance out there and the scout lance out there as actual fighting units, and then I'm going to put the attack lance here on training. Now I really want to train up Natalie. She's a 6'6". That's terrible. However, they're brother and sisters. They do not separate, so I have to put them both in the same lance. So I'm going to have to move both of these guys down into the attack lance, and I'm going to move Jesse Nardini up here into the command lance, and I'm also going to move Arno, also known as Bit, up here, or try to. This fleshes out this lance, kind of lightens it up a little bit. 255 tons. This is still going to be, I think, a heavy. I will see over here. Yes, the command lance is still heavy, and our scout lance is still medium. Oh, I know why. It's got that vehicle in it. I do want to move that vehicle. The Saracen. I'm going to move it up to the command lance, or try to again. There it goes. And does that radically change our... It turns that into an assault lance? It's not an assault lance. Well, let's just throw it in the training lance. Okay. I can deal with this being a heavy, sort of. It's not really a heavy land. Well, it's got a Banshee now. I take that back. That is probably correct. Our salvage percentage, we are a little bit over on this. I took both of those mechs, and they're not happy about that. But this is an average, max average after we finish the entire contract, so... Good. Contract score of 3. Oh, anyway, we need to set this up. So the command lance has to be on fight. And I'm going to put the scout lance out there in actual scout mode. And then this guy's going to be in training mode. And that should actually, I'm going to use Olivia as a guide. She has 4 experience. It should, like, well, actually, I don't think she's a good example. Where's Bruce? Or better yet, Natalie. She has 1, so she should gain experience for being in a training lance. So repairs are all set. I think we're ready to push the button. Oh, actually, yeah, I need to do that. Thank you, game. Alright, the charger, it still technically needs a maintenance guy. Let's put a Alyssa here. I want a veteran on this thing. Shifulum. Thank you. And put a regular tech on this one. That isn't busy. Here, you aren't doing anything, Mr. Kahil. Some of these guys are working on 3 different mechs. I could probably change that up, but I'm not going to right now. Do we have any green techs? No, good. Alright, now we're ready to push the button. Personnel market. Here we go, yep. They gained, at least she's the only one, I guess, that gained from the training. Spent time healing. Did I set him up in the infirmary? Oh, I didn't. Hope that didn't make it worse. No, he healed. I don't know, maybe they have like a chance of treating it somehow. I don't know. Carl should be close. Attempts to face. What are we doing here? Attempts to fix armor. Failed. Replace vehicle sensors. Not enough time. Fix left torso. Failed. Failed. Lots of failure. No good. What battles do we get? Wow. Oh, okay. It's just 1. Still showing these. I wasn't expecting that. All right. We have the Scout Lance has a battle. What kind of battle is it? Probe as the attacker, so we can't use our infantry guy. We're getting a Wasp and a Locust on our team. We're fighting Scorpion Light Tank, a Vindicator, a Phoenix Hawk, and a Vedetti. That didn't do bad. And they're going to be reinforced by a Maxim, a Prowler. That's slow. I don't have any idea what that is. A Vedetti and a Bulldog. So that shouldn't be too bad. We'll look up Probe here in just a minute. Victory condition. We must... having less than a quarter of your own forces destroyed. Destroy a quarter of the enemy forces before they destroy. So first one to a quarter of their forces wins. Okay. Runner controls the battlefield after the battle. Let's go ahead and get our scouts set. Oh, the mongoose here. I wanted to show this too. I found that what a command battle mech does. It's the Battlemaster had this too, but the mongoose here is a command battle mech, and it's not just a +1 to your mech. It's a +1 to your entire lance. So that's why Mr. Gimpy was always also kind of going later in the turn. That +1 is significant. I don't think the rest of these guys have anything. Oh well, he has exposed actuators. I believe that we can actually look it up. Well, it's not relevant. It's an infantry thing. Basically, the infantry have an easier time of getting to its joints. Unbalanced. I think that's a negative to their penalty. These guys all have their issues. But he's going to get a chance to heal. Captain Marlow. Did he get a new injury? Because he was only like 2 days away. Now all of a sudden he's 5 days away. It must have been a problem with the. I bet the doctor failed his roll or something and made it worse. Anyway, he'll be fine by the time everything rolls back around. When is that battle? The 3rd. Okay, so we're going to get a chance to get a new unit market and everything else like that. Let me go into the personnel market here. We have a unit of hover platoons. Okay. Cool. And I'll get this picture sorted out later. First, I need to actually finish up some repairs here, or try. Okay, what happened here to the mags? You're still scheduled. We do have a green guy left. Oh, I was going to look up to see if we could force crew. Well, I'll do that for next week, I guess. Okay, armor's all fixed up. This is still in waiting. Let's just, for efficiency's sake, get this stuff reloaded. All we have left is that. So, I could go ahead and have you do something. Man, whatever. Stabilizer, who cares? Alright, I said this is the primary. We need a regular guy to do it. Just have his standard technician do it. It'll be tomorrow. And I said this was the next priority. We do have some of these available, so let's go ahead and try to get somebody on that. Oh yeah, we definitely need to repair this gyro. I don't even know if a green guy can do it. 13 target number. Give it a shot, my friend. Give it a shot. Yeah, reload. Go ahead and do that, Jeb. I'll probably stick Carl Marlow in this because it has a ballistic weapon and he does have ballistic skills. Just got to get to that point. Go ahead and extra time that. And that's scheduled. Extra time that. We do have still a green guy left. Good. Do the task. He fixed it. Good. Do this one too. Alright. That's all set up, and I'm not going to do this preceding days. I just want to do this now because I want to go ahead and get into the first of the month where stuff happens. And stuff has happened. These people gained XP for reasons unknown. A lot of people gained XP. Ooh. Does that mean he's fixed? I don't know. It says they successfully treated him. Resting for healing. Spend time. Special event. Bonus. 3 parts. Enemy morale is now low. Awesome. We're winning too much. Hey, it's actually generated contracts. A lot of contracts. We can't take any of them. But neat. Unit market. This is what I was really wanting to look at. So, we can also look at kind of the aerospace fighters. Let's just take this one at a time here. This is really good. It's on the black market. It's Black Knight though. And do we risk it for a deal? I don't know. It says Ferret Light Scout. We can get the best VTOL pilot in the War Universe back. I don't know. That's cheap too. Wow. And it can carry troops. Ooh. You know what? That's cheap enough. Yeah, I'd find use in that. I just need to find a pilot. And I know just the guy. Oh, we got here an Ostrock. It's kind of cheap. These are cheap too. LRM carrier, Maxim. I don't know. The problem is I just don't have the people to run these things. This, however, very tempting. How much money do I got? 15 million. For now, turn off vehicles. There's lots of heavies here. There's another Ostrock up here for more expensive. And we got a champion here. I don't need a Locust. What's this champion like? SRM-6, medium laser, small laser, and AC-10. Marlow might like that. It'd run kind of hot. The ammo is in the center torso. Dragon. I think it shows the quirks here. I'm sure these things have quirks. I didn't know one of them was rear facing. And in the center torso, because mainly because the LRM-10's in the center torso. "15 heat sinks." It's not heat efficient. I don't really like the fact that it's so heat inefficient. Otherwise, it's a fairly good deal. It's a 5.8 movement. That's actually not bad for a heavy. What is this, 60 tonner? Yeah. Well, we don't have to buy anything right now, but I guess keep our eyes open. Those are lights, medium, heavy, an Ahab. What's an Ahab got on it? It's got a lot of stuff on it. A narc. A narc? Star League. I don't think that was supposed to generate. It's on the black market, I guess. It's probably it's probably a scam. Please send us $5 million and we will send you $10 million. Hellcat. Oh yeah, here. A lot of lasers, mini lasers. It's Starlink too. What in the world? Maybe just all aerospace fighters this way. TRO-75, Age of War. Well, I mean, considering we're shotgunning these rules anyway, I guess I'm not going to worry too much about this. Do kind of want that Hellcat, but 6.9. It doesn't move very fast. It's got a lot of lasers on it, though. I'm gonna buy it. Alright, it's done. It cannot be undone. Decisions have been made. Looks pretty cool. Alright. That's that. And I think I'm going to... I don't know why these people gained XP. There's probably a reason for it. It's probably up in our settings somewhere. Let's just quickly look at that. How to get XP. You get 1 for each completed scenario, 1 for every kill, 1 for every 25 successful tasks, 1 for every 2 active months on a roll of 2d6 roll greater than 10. Okay, that's what happened. So they just got lucky. And everybody could potentially get that every 2 months. Cool. It's actually a really low roll. I probably should change that to 1 month. Confirm. Alright. I'm going to pause there, and I'll be back when we're ready to get started. All right, I'm back, and we're ready to go. We did got some repairs done. I'm having trouble actually repairing the gyro on this striker. And if this particular one fails, I'm probably going to have to scrap it and rip out the charger's gyro. I'm already having to rip out the entire right torso of this charger and installing it on the striker. This is going to be... It's not going to have any effect in game, but basically this is a Frankenmech. It's going to have a charger's right torso. It's kind of fun to think about, even so. Number of repairs, number of parts. I've not started on this. I did go ahead and I scrapped as much as I was willing to scrap off of the Manticore. I think I had a couple of stabilizers left, and the engine itself was damaged, so I didn't want to take it off. So I just went ahead and sold it for about $500,000. And I think we're good to go. But there was one last bit of business we need to take care of, and that is this guy has been flying around, and we need to actually do his role. So I had him on recon. He's in a light +1. I think he's green either way. Yeah, he's a green pilot, so -2 more. I probably shouldn't have sent him out. -5, so he's getting a minus. There's no way he would even be successful with this recon. I don't know why. This is a waste of time. He's flying solo, -2, -4, -5, so -9, but +1. So -8 to this roll. Well, he lived. I almost want to give him an experience point for living. He did do a thing, and if you do a scenario, I think I'm going to do that. User, get XP. Congratulations, you now have XP. Can't see it from this window. So, and this is the only way they're going to gain XP anyway, so other than actual battles. So maybe that's a reason to send him out even on suicide quests like that. I should have sent him out on an air superiority. He probably would have. He would have succeeded. Oh no, it would have been status quo, wouldn't it? Yeah, you just took damage for no real reason. Matter of fact, he would even have worse of the time because he's a light aerospace. So I probably need to put him in that Hellcat, I guess, and then try to sneak him through for this. This is the only thing he can really do is ground support and actually sneak through successfully. Except he's getting a -4, -9, yeah. I need better pilots, and I need more of them, and I need to actually start winning some of these up here. I might need to change this to make this actually possible. Starting at -5 is brutal, but we only have the one guy, so what are you gonna do? Not that it matters, because I wasn't really worrying about that recon. I wouldn't have wanted to reroll this anyway. This is a good battle. So that should be everything of any import. So we'll see you next time and actually get started on this probe attack.